take 4. Ridiculous. Next time I buy a video camera, it's going to have a kickstand. It's ridiculous. I don't know why they'll make a camera where you can't stand the dang thing up. So I'm always making towers of cans to make a tripod. Wow, it's been a few crazy wild days. I did not sleep good for a couple days, and I ended up sleeping a good portion of today. And so much stuff has happened. Thursday night, Thursday the caretaker was here, Eric, and he was helping us with some plumbing and stuff. And we had all our stuff like moved out of the bar into the living room, and so I was like trying to get the stuff back in there after they got the... I have to take the bar out to unclog the sink and to run the snake down into the pipe. So the bar and everything that's on the bar and all that stuff gets pulled out and gets stacked everywhere, and then we finally get it done. I was putting that stuff off, and there was like a early breaking edition on the news, and so I stopped and I watched it, and it was a car accident, not a car accident, but a car accident involving a pedestrian in Albuquerque, over on like Montgomery and Carlisle Boulevard, which is a place where I've lived all over Albuquerque, so every time there's an accident, if there's a main intersection, I probably live nearby it, you know, at some point. So I was like, oh, that's where my apartments used to be, you know, and I'm standing there watching it, but I didn't get real close to the TV, and I don't have real good sight. But it said that a woman had hit another woman pedestrian with her car, and that the lady was in critical condition, and that there was no citation for the driver, there was no speeding, and that there was some lights out. The lady was walking along the bike path and crossing this main large three lanes, well actually 6 lanes, 3 on each side, you know, large road in Albuquerque, and stepped out in front of a car in the dark and got hit. And so I went on I watched it, and I was like, oh, that's terrible, you know. Said a little prayer for the lady and went on about my business, and I went to bed. And about 11:30, 12 o'clock, right after I laid down, almost asleep, my daughter calls, and she had just been released by the police. It was her that had hit the pedestrian. Now, I made a couple of videos about this the very next day, when the woman was still in critical condition. She got upgraded to stable condition yesterday, but it was just, and it is still very hard. My daughter is not being able to drive right now. She's going through a lot of kind of PTSD type of things. Thank God her friend was with her. A friend of hers was with her when she struck the lady, and so thank God she wasn't alone, and he has stayed with her since this night, since this happened, and she was having a really, really hard time. Today she's doing a lot better because the woman has been upgraded to stable yesterday, and you know, and we've just told her a million times that it wasn't her fault, and that, you know, accidents happen, and I feel terrible about it. And believe me, that night that she called me, there has not been very many nights where I have gone down on my knees praying and not got up till sunrise, and that was one of those nights. I could not imagine how we were going to get through this if the woman died. She had some broken, but she stepped right out in front of my daughter's car, midway into her bumper, and never even looked at my daughter. She was dressed in black, in a black hoodie and black pants, from head to toe black. And my daughter said literally she did not, and neither did her passenger. They did not see her until the minute she stepped out in front of them. She stepped right out midway into their bumper, never looked at them, and they struck her. She came up on the windshield, cracked the windshield. It even cracked the dashboard on the inside of the car. I have some pictures of the car, and I'm surprised that the woman even lived, I'll be honest. But prayer does work, and believe me, we got after it. And my whole family was praying all night long. So I hope that that helped. The other thing was that yesterday morning I got up and went out to the corral, and my husband's horse was on his side. Now, my husband has had this horse for 25 years. I think the horse was about 28 altogether. And he's had him for years and years and years. And he has put off, you know, the inevitable, which was to have the poor thing put down. So finally yesterday morning, it had to be done. So that was a highly emotional day. I don't know, I don't think that I told you guys, because I think it was during a time that I was taking a break because of my stalker. But also Scooter has been killed, my little dog Scooter. So this summer I have lost a horse, 2 dogs, a parrot, I don't know how many cats. It's been a rough summer as far as losing animals goes. So anyway, I was just exhausted. With all that, I just couldn't take any more of it. I think that was the worst of it. I think it was emotional more than physical, exhausted. But this too shall pass, and so just pray for the lady. I have her name, but I'm not going to give it out. And she's a 61-year-old woman. She's in stable condition. So just pray that she continues to get better, and that there's no more, you know, repercussions. And for God's sake, pray that I get a break from the emotional stuff, because I really can't take much more of it. Hi, Ollie.
Hi.
So anyway, peace, be blessed. That's the story, and I love you. And I will try to get a happy vlog on tomorrow. I am going to try to do those projects if I can manage to get something done tomorrow. So I'll try to get those posted as well. So thanks for watching. Bye-bye.